Good evening from Anfield. As the two teams walk out, "You never walk alone" is sung by the famous cop. This is it. League leaders against third place. These are the league leaders in red to nearest the camera. Full highlights of this game coming to you now on this particular video, and we hope to enjoy it and hope you enjoy it with us. Neymar has scored 3 in his last 3 games. Got the winning goal at Old Trafford just 2 days ago in the virtually the last kick of the game. My first job with all this crucial match tonight is to bring you the 2 lineups. Patricio is the goalkeeper, who saved from Burnley players several times early on against Burnley. Origi and Sturridge are the men up front. Benteke, who got the winner incidentally at Turf Moor earlier on in the season, is amongst the substitutes. Burnley make 1 change from the win at Old Trafford. That's predictably in the midfield, where Loftus-Cheek is rested and Will Hughes, who's 100% fit now, comes into the side to partner Bojan in the midfield. Otherwise, it is the same team that won at Old Trafford. Significantly for Burnley, no Benteke, as he's amongst the substitutes today. There's Martin Skirtle, one of the captains. 34 now. The man in charge of this crucial game here tonight, Lee Probert, and he's come all the way from Wiltshire to officiate. So the league leaders Liverpool, who in a rare event are going to actually attack the Kop end in the first half. They usually traditionally attack the Kop end in the second half, but obviously Burnley have won the coin toss for ends, so they're shooting. So Burnley is shooting towards the Anfield Road end in the first half. And here's Danny Ings with an early opportunity, and he puts it wide this time. Glorious atmosphere here at Anfield as Ings tries another shot, and this time not far wide again, nearer the target that time. Milner, Sturridge, Milner again. Oh, he was tagged. Milner's holding his ankle. Lee Probert going over. It's got to be at least... Oh, it's red! Oh, that is scandalous. I don't think it was a red card offence. That is an absolute joke of a decision from the referee. It's a foul, maybe a yellow at worst, but you can't really say that is a red card offence because it looks innocuous. It is a free kick, but nothing more. Well, that is a stinking decision. Sturridge behind this free kick, and he'll take the free kick, and it's a good save from Butland, and Trippier just hoists it out for a throw. It takes place. Also, Burnley have got Chelsea at Turf Moor. That's the game we'll be watching. Meanwhile, here Danny Ings will be replaced by Ryan Shawcross. So it means that Neymar will now be the lone striker. Firmino trying to dance his way past the 10 men of Burnley, and he's still going, and he's hit the crossbar, and it's knocked behind. And did that go in? Oh, that was perilously close to going over the line. But the goal line technology, the Hawkeye technology, quite rightly says no goal, but it was close. Lovren for Liverpool, who have come closest with that effort from Firmino that hit the bar, bounced down on the line. The goal line technology boys quite rightly didn't give it as a goal because the ball was going across the line. Here he is again. Firmino now all the way! And they're having the chances now, Liverpool. And Firmino's having the best of them at the moment. That one clearing the crossbar. Burnley have just gone back into the shell since going down to 10 men. Oh, good skill by Bellion, and that's a clever ball round the corner to Redmond. And he couldn't beat the defenders necessary there to try and get the ball forward towards Neymar. Origi. Liverpool bidding to win the League Championship for the first time since 1990, and they're doing... Oh! Well, Butler got there. Now Hughes. Needed options, and he's got it in the form of his central midfield partner Bellion with a right foot, and Patricio just about hangs on and manages to scramble it out for a corner. Good effort with the right foot, and Patricio just about gets away with it. Redmond's corner. Shawcross. Best two opportunities for Burnley have created. This was the latest one. Shawcross's header wide of the target. Oh, Sturridge is fouled there by Shawcross. And this time Probert decides not to book Shawcross this time. And it was a similar challenge to what Subasic got unjustly sent off for, really. And looking at it, and you look at it objectively, it was a poor decision by the referee. Of course it was a free kick, of course it was everything else, but it was never a red card. Sturridge with another free kick, and this time it clears the crossbar. Inside the last couple of minutes. No goals, but plenty of real talking points here to discuss during the half-time cup of tea. Here's Hughes though. Hughes with the shot. Oh, good save by Patricio. Well, Patricio made some smart saves in the Turf Moor match between these two teams early on in the season. He's acted again in the latter part of this first half here. And this surely must be the last act of the last set piece of the first half. Rodriguez winning that, trying to win that one. But now Origi breaking, and Liverpool here, who struck at half-time at Turf Moor early on in the season, almost strike again here. And the difference this time between Benteke's strike and Origi's strike, that Origi this time didn't have the accuracy, and Butland did well to narrow the angles. So the 10 men will go in now at 0-0, but they'll feel hard done by because of the sending off of Neven Subotic, which was a very, very harsh decision. Liverpool have had the two best chances through Firmino. Danny Ings, Robert Bojan's had the best for Burnley, but at half-time, it's goalless. So Burnley to make a couple of half-time changes. Also, Origi comes off, and Benteke, the man who got the winner at Anfield, comes on. Galloway and Loftus-Cheek are both on for Smeltzer and Bellion, both really looking decisively tired towards the end of that first half. So fresh legs, and let's hope for some goal action in the second half as the 10 men of Burnley get us underway, and they're going to attack the goal to our right, the Kop end. And Liverpool, in a rare occurrence at Anfield, attack the Anfield Road end in the second half with Benteke. Sturridge won't find Firmino that time. Galloway gets his first touch. Rodriguez, who got the first one at Old Trafford, goal that is, and he skips away from a couple of opponents well. Loftus-Cheek wants it, and that's a good ball, and Loftus-Cheek's onside, and Patricio makes a super save. Best chance of the second half so far, and it came to the substitute Loftus-Cheek, but Patricio again in good form. Trippier to take the throw. Meanwhile, Jordan Henderson has come on for Liverpool. Here's Loftus-Cheek now for Burnley. And he's still going, Loftus-Cheek. This is a good run, and the fresh legs from him have really made a difference to Burnley at the moment. Loftus-Cheek! Breakthrough! The 10 men are in front at Anfield. And Loftus-Cheek, who's looked the most liveliest of the players Alves, it's coming on as a half-time substitute. Has just made the breakthrough. And he's done it in front of the Kop. A super strike with the left foot. And Burnley lead at Anfield rather. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. A goal he'll remember for a very, very long time. 1-0. "20 minutes left to play. Liverpool have been breached. And if Burnley now can hold out for whatever time that remains, then it's a significant step in the championship race. And here's Rodriguez, and onside, it's Neymar, he's 1-on-1 with Patricio, it's 2! The 10 men have broken out, Liverpool piling men forward, Neymar the lone striker, breaking the offside trap, and finishing coolly past Patricio. And Burnley have done what no one else really has done all season, one in Liverpool's back garden, or are going to now. Liverpool 0, Burnley 2, Neymar's 10th goal of the season, and it could be crucial. A satisfying moment for him. Everton 1, Norwich 0 at Goodison Park down the road as Patricio fists it out. Hughes is in there. Penalty given. Had to be a penalty. That's surely got to be a red card. Has to be red. I don't think he's going to give it as a red, but Firmino, for me, absolutely takes him out. He's through on goal. It should be a red card. Meanwhile, Lovren, who's had a poor second half, replaced by Enrique, and the 10 men of Burnley have a chance now to make it absolutely safe there and then. As we see Enrique, formerly of Newcastle, come on. And Neymar, he's decided he's going to let Jay Rodriguez, I think, have it. Jay Rodriguez wants a piece of it. It's going to be the captain then, in front of the Kop for 3-0. Yes! Need I say more? The 10 men from the penalty spot make it 3-0, and it's the captain and the hometown boy who's got it. Jay Rodriguez. 3 goals in the last 20 minutes, inside the last 20 minutes of the game. And the title race now is back in the balance, and it's good for the Premier League. This has happened really. With 4 minutes to go, Rodriguez makes it 3-0 from the penalty spot. And Liverpool will crash to their 3rd defeat of the season. Well, if the first half was for Liverpool's in terms of real opportunities, then the second half in terms of that particular statistic has certainly belonged to Burnley. Benteke has hardly had a sniff. And that's a way to avenge a sad defeat at Turf Moor by 1-0. And Patricio, who they couldn't beat for love nor money, has been beaten 3 times as Neymar goes for a 4th one. And he's done it! It's a screamer! Take a bow, Neymar. From all of 25 yards, Patricio absolutely in no man's land, badly out of position. And the hero, when the last time these sides have met at Turf Moor early on in the season, when he couldn't stop saving everything Burnley threw at him, well, he's just let 4 go in, and that one has got to be down to him, because he never even made an attempt to try and get near the ball. And Neymar gets his 2nd of the night. And Burnley now have stuck 4 past the league leaders inside the last 20 minutes. And that was virtually the last kick of the match. And boos ring around 3/4 of Anfield. But there's cheers in one part of the Anfield Road end where 2,500 Burnley supporters rejoice A famous victory here at Anfield. Neymar got 2. Loftus-Cheek got the opening goal. The third one from the penalty spot from Rodriguez. And that completed a fantastic last 20 minutes for Burnley. Until then, it was anybody's there. Burnley had a man unfairly sent off, but they rose above it and have won handsomely here at Anfield, famously by 4 goals to 0. Let's have a look at a bit of analysis. Now, was this a red card? I don't think it was. Subotic is certainly not the last man. He's certainly not done a malicious foul on Milner, and in my opinion, that should never have been a red card, and I think the referee must take responsibility. But nevertheless, Burnley are now in the 3rd place, and look, with Manchester City winning as well, look at the gap closing. 3 points now between Liverpool and Man City, and Liverpool are only 4 points ahead now of ourselves, and the title race at this specific moment in time could well be, if Arsenal win as well, could well be a 4-horse race. Because then if Arsenal do win their match in hand, because remember there's still teams left to play again, it could well be a 4-horse race. And Manchester United could be also outsiders. So the top 5 conceivably could all be in with a good opportunity of winning the Barclays Premier League. And people might moan at me winning 4-0 and it looked easy. It certainly wasn't, I can assure you. We just cut loose in the last 20 minutes and we just had one of those purple patches in the last 20 minutes where just everything we got was right. And conceivably, Liverpool should have been down to 10 men themselves when Firmino absolutely took out Hughes. I thought he was the last man. Referee didn't seem to think so. Not that it mattered one jot anyway, because we had the penalty and the victory all sewn up anyway. But I think it would have been a much fairer thing from the referee to have given Firmino a red card. But I'm not going to shout any more sour grapes. So let's embrace the victory. Subotic is unfairly suspended, that I do know. But having said all that, though, it's a great win. We're back in the title hunt after a really, really poor start to this. After a really, really poor spell between September and October, where we just couldn't win in 6. And despite the fact that we've lost 5, we've now struck back with 13 victories and with 2 draws, and that is, I suppose, championship form. The only team and the next league game, of course, is Manchester City. So this now could be a battle, because a battle royal at the Etihad, because that will be a really tough game as well for us at the Etihad. And Subotic will be ready for that one, I can assure you that, because he will sit out the FA Cup match on Sunday afternoon against Chelsea, and that will be our next video. We'll probably dedicate that one as well. We've had an offer in from Stade Rennais for Danny Ings, and we're going to reject all offers because he's staying put. He is one of our best players. I'm not going to deny that. So we'll be able to, because it's a big game, what we're going to do is going to show you the whole match in its entirety on Sunday afternoon. So Burnley against Chelsea in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We'll show full match coverage of that game. Every kick of that match will be covered. We'll get full coverage as well. So be sure to watch that so you'll get to see the full game in its entirety. So we'll look forward to seeing you then for that one. In the meantime, please don't forget to leave a like. Please subscribe, because we want that question and answering session. We need another 21 subscribers to get to that 100 mark. So please keep subscribing. Please get the subscriptions coming in, and hopefully we'll be able to do the question and answer session. Also now it's just there's the Twitter address at Sutsy83, but it's beginning to hot up now, this final season of the Burnley career mode. I hope very much that you've enjoyed this episode. Had plenty of talking points, plenty of drama, and some great goals as well, especially Neymar's. Thank you for watching. See you for the Chelsea game. Till then, I'll see you later.